live TV, high-quality streams, and on-demand content. It has a user-friendly interface, personalized recommendation, can be accessed anywhere, and more. Download the Amaze TV app from Google Play Store or App Store. Why wait? Download the Amaze TV app today for more content. You can also visit us at our website www.amazetvsl.live. Also catch up with us on all our social media platforms.
Welcome to Amaze TV Sports Extra on Channel 32 and all the social media platform Amaze TV SL. Amaze TV Sports Extra, they come to you every Wednesday and Saturday on Amaze TV and also social media platform Amaze TV SL. For this special edition of Amaze TV Sports Extra, with a look at the Leo Premier League relegation dilemma and also with a look at one of the most intelligent and interesting sports at the country, where so many people don't ask why or what did happen why the silence, but today we dey get somebody from the sports department who they can tell we what in the happen at that department. See, we una don dey eager, una wan know what in the happen. We na the vice president for Scrabble Association of Sierra Leone's, we na Emmanuel A. King. Yes, Q. Welcome to the studio.
Thank you very much for the invite.
This is not the vice president for Sierra Leone Scrabble Association. We've been better for understand the Scrabble Association will host the African Scrabble Championship, and also we can highlight for we the importance of the watching the sports, don't they create the impact they create inside the life of youths and other people we relate to the game. But for make it get all for noting that happen inside Amaze TV Sport Extra, you can follow me on all the social media platform, Amaze TV SL, and you never forget the opportunity for making be part of the program. By the way, you go send a text now the number where they display on the screen on our social media platform, Amaze TV SL, where you say we'll ask the question and also contribute towards the program. We'll go for a short commercial break where we come with a dive proper inside this conversation.
Introducing the Amaze TV app. Entertainment everywhere, anytime. Key features include unlimited live streaming, live TV, high quality streams, and on-demand content. It has a user-friendly interface, personalized recommendation, can be accessed anywhere, and more. Download the Amaze TV app from Google Play Store or App Store. Why wait? Download the Amaze TV app today for more content. You can also visit us at our website www.amazetvsl.live. Also catch up with us on all our social media platforms.
To Amaze TV Sport Extra. In case you just joining, this is our favorite sports show where they come to you on Amaze Television every Wednesday and Saturday, where we give you in depth about what's happening inside the world of sports, both locally and internationally. As we've been telling now, Amaze TV Sport Extra not only focus on football, we look cut across all sporting disciplines in the county. For this special edition of Amaze TV Sport Extra, the person who are getting at the studio, a big Alejo, a barrister, we na Emmanuel Abayuni King. We are the Vice President for National Scrabble Association of Sierra Leone, and also Now, one-time gold medalist of all African Games 2023 and also National Scrabble champion 2024-2025. We do to the studio. They can't tell you what is Scrabble don't they do over the years and what are the challenges they Scrabble they face as it stands. Will be expect Scrabble for host the national competition winner for African champions. We not been holding for happen in 2024. But for no more about Scrabble, we can get from the vice president for CLO Scrabble Association. So welcome to the studio, Emmanuel.
Thank you once more for the invitation.
So, and for family watch out there, we maybe see the first time for this name Scrabble. We go surprise. We get in the sport within Scrabble. So tell family what's in this sport there about.
Yes, throughout we media engagements, and this is one of the questions that we feature all the time because people get the belief that Scrabble an elitist sport and don't go down to the general masses. So most people don't understand what Scrabble really they about. But we can hold the position say Scrabble not a elitist sport, now a sport where everybody, as long as you get basic level of education, you can be involved with the game of Scrabble. Scrabble na a mind sport. When they say mind sport, na your brain predominantly you use for able for participate in the game. Now English word game where they play on the board. How it take be mind sport now because it involves a lot of strategies and techniques. As much as your vocabulary base will be wide and very strong, but also you need certain technique and strategies for you for excel or be a very top player in the game of Scrabble. How do they play this game? The game gets around square board where you get certain markings them on them. You get for employ the markings then they for let you maximize your point. Before now they start the game, a game will involve 100 tiles. Then tiles there, you get English letter markings on them. Then you also get the numbers, the numerals them also marked on the tile. So for example, you get letter A, the value of letter A na 1. You get letter B, the value of letter B na 2. So now when you put the letters there together and form a valid English word and place them correctly on the board, now you go able for score points. Remember say I don't talk say the board gets certain markings on them. So the markings then they include double letter score, triple letter score, double word score, and triple letter score. The markings then you properly utilize the board for you able for outwit your opponent and win the game. The game of Scrabble not only tap for English language because it gets involve English predominantly because now English words that you get for play, but you also get mathematical undertones because you get for calculate your scores. You get for calculate your scores on the board for you able for win against your opponent. For every move you make on the board, you get a certain mathematical value. When at that point you try to accumulate, so you will able for topple your opponent who you play against. So basically, then a Scrabble and the mind sport because you get for use your brain for most of the time. All the words then they not the words then way. At the time of playing, you go open dictionary for watch first before you play. No, now words for don't be part of you already. For don't study there, for don't study there. You know how words, English words and bokuna the world. English dictionary is are big. All the valid words are inside the English dictionary and then form part of Scrabble. So if for sabi all the words and they, well, you don't necessarily mean for get for sabi all the words and they, but for sabi boku words them for able for play.
So we see Scrabble pay a court visit now one of the schools inside June 2023 we have been going to this Scrabble now some of the different schools them for school picking and say be part of Scrabble as they see the board now the screen where they talk about somebody maybe they ask I go look like they see the board now on the screen where it make for so many boxes them and letters them they way for we've combined. So somebody go on for know if there in any guide for them words and we go say now the syllabus is at this day for read now the words and this way for get to them for the part of you. So if you go for any competition or you play the game or you step no people find them very difficult.
Yes. So when you see that board there, now the illustrative board down there for sure so the board look like and I saw you get for place you tiles on the board. Now interlocking game. So some people can call it Scrabble, and other countries can call it crossword game, because every word where you put on the board for conjoin with other word we on the board previously. And if you make sure say the word where you can put where they conjoin with the word within at the board previously still for be a valid English word. So now under the strategy and technique kind side, every single word where you play at the board supposed for be a valid English word. Okay. The picture will be there at the screen just now. Now, for sure, say we get certain activities for take the game of Scrabble to the four corners of this country, and we believe say the best way for do am for take the game to schools, okay, and introduce the game to the next generation, because Scrabble gets certain benefits them. If we take them to schools, then we are perfectly poised to train the minds of the younger generation. Scrabble is very good for strategic thinking and strategic analysis. So we believe say if we give we younger generation then tools, then they will become productive citizens in the country by tomorrow.
As they look at the screen, they see different sets of people who have been part of the engagements. So it's like Scrabble no means say you for be complete. Everybody plays Scrabble as you said earlier, but just that you need for get a little background in education, where you able for master the English language, for know which they compare for make a sense word. So like, and how far somebody going for know how far the Sierra Leone Scrabble Association don't go with this engagement since 2023 to now? How far not don't go for learn CC? Then picking out the schools them they able get the game, able like the game.
All right. So for involved in the kind of projects there, you need a lot of resources. You need able to manage a lot of resources, put together resources and manage them for able to succeed by the kind of projects there. So we do a project, we send them to the World Scrabble body, and then be willing for support with Scrabble materials. But not tap the not to Scrabble materials only we be need. We get other things, other equipment that we will be need for make sure say we able to push this project to go before. So we be direct the project to the government, because say Scrabble self now registered sport and discipline in this country. And the government can get certain subvention where they can put for sports, where they say this one are for sports. If we get a beautiful project, then we can invest in them project. And so we also engage the Ministry of Sports and the Ministry of Finance, but not be see and say it worthwhile for them and support the Scrabble venture at the time. However, we don't not discourage we decide to say, okay, let me go to the schools and start the project. Let me roll out the project to select schools, given the resources where we get, because we will not be get enough for take the game across the country. Since that then I will be the focus of the project, so make sure say Scrabble reach the four corners of this country. However, we do select schools na free tongue, and we engage them schools, and we starting points now before all what we call a symposium for teach facilitators, physical education teachers them, and then school and day. We then will be the facilitators. They're able to teach the Peking and Scrabble at the school. So now, so we start with the organizer program. The teachers then come with certain representatives of the school. We're able for teach. In fact, maybe on that session they say for teach the game to the facilitators. Them tell them the benefits of the game, how the game is played, why they should be playing Scrabble, etc., etc. Because Scrabble is also a professional a career, if I can put it that way, a professional career. As much as me a lawyer, I'm also a professional Scrabble player where they represent this country in different international tournaments. Them. So part of that they be form that agenda they be the part of the symposium where we will roll out to the Peking and tell them say Scrabble can also be your career on the side. However, we get certain challenges with that particular project today, because like I tell you, we will not be able to get the required support from the government and other societal organizations.
And also we get a body in the country where responsible, where they promote and help sports, we are the National Sporting Authority. So what's our relationship with the National Sporting Authority? Yes,
the National Sports Authority, the role now for regulate sports in the country and for make sure say they give support where necessary. At the time of that particular project, the National Sports Authority not be coming to being it. Now then be getting they call the Sports Council, will be the form part of the Ministry of Sports. Okay. So we engagement primarily now with the Ministry of Sports and the Sports Council, as the case may be. So I think say because of budget constraints or stuff like that, they're not able to support the project. So we did what we could at the time. We go to certain schools, St. the Sierra Leone Grammar School, Prince of Wales, we go to St. Edwards, we go to convents, the Annie Walsh, we go to Amaze School, we go to Bishop Johnson School, and a few private schools them will be in the eastern part of Freetown, Albert Academy, also John F. Kennedy. These are just the schools off the top of my head. We try for teach the game to the schools and even provide Scrabble materials, then where the World Scrabble body we donate to we will be right to them. So we will provide Scrabble materials for them, and we will visit them and periodically for see how they progress in the game. However, after 2023, when we suffer some resource constraints and stuff like that, the project began for stall.
Okay, since then up to now, is there any new move for Sierra Leone Scrabble Association for see the game to come back to the people of Sierra Leone, everybody, we think say capable for play Scrabble so benefit part of the game? Because now one of the most intelligent games, somebody come from what are some of the rules of the games?
All right, Scrabble in rules them plenty. As a matter of fact, now like when you do up a whole constitution, we get a rule book. We will of course format into a soft copy. We of course every a professional Scrabble player get them. The rules them quite them beaucoup. The rules them beaucoup. So we will not go get time for later state all the rules them, but you get the basic rules them. We of course each player forgets 7 tiles now then rack at the start of the game. And at the start of the game, before they start, so we're going to for determine who they start between all two. So now for do a ballot draw. So now they draw from the bag. The player will draw the tile with the closest to the A in the alphabet. If now draw A or any tile with the closest to A, now they start the game. Okay, so these are some of the basic rules. Then you get the markings there on the board. If you employ your tiles on the markings, then definitely you go get the value of the markings, and so it means that you go multiply, you score by 2, you go multiply them by 3, or you go multiply them by 4 or 9, as the case may be. So you see the multipliant effect with the game, it means say you ought to get mathematical undertone. As a matter of fact, me when a professional player I can give you advice, me the player they are the junior player that it's again say give a concentrate more on the mathematics side of the game than the words, because are you able to get more points, are you able to win against your opponent, not to play more fancy words pass them. It's very good for you get a lot of words at your disposal, because one of the things that Scrabble help for do now for give you a lot of words now, your vocabulary base such that when it comes to public speaking you are quite confident, you get a lot of words for use and all of that. So Scrabble help with that, but also it help you with quick elementary mathematical calculations. So the basic mathematical calculations that you able to get them. So it prepare you as an individual and as a player, as a young person, for you able to position yourself properly in a life.
And Scrabble don't represent Sierra Leone at the international stage for the previous years, and not a goal come with empty and count, not a golden medal or silver medal. But why lack of attention from the Ministry of Sport? And also we don't get the introduction of the National Sporting Authority way that they regulate sporting discipline at the county. So but also, and then doing the previous interview with the executive director, say then they only focus on sporting discipline, or they give sponsor to sporting discipline where they organize competition or where they organize a league, we able for bring the game out and people they will know about the game. So how far on administrative we don't go for? See how best now get public engagement or public tournaments we not go for make where people will come together for let's able for know more about the game.
Yeah, so we get public tournaments every now and then. As a matter of fact, it was just in January or thereabout to get a national Scrabble championship, or we get a champion we emerge. In 2024, towards the end of the year, we get another tournament. It's going to be a memorial tournament for one of our members that we pass away. So we can get events and activities and quite often. With respect to the position of the National Sports Authority, I definitely have to speak to that, because it can even baffle we safe. We know they get support from the National Sports Authority. Where governments they give subvention to the National Sports Authority and the Ministry of Sports for the purposes of sports development in the country. And now they give the subvention for say this money for go directly to football. What do the governments they do? Government never does that. And they give the money, say, for the development of sports in the country. You understand? But if you want for use that money in a way that you want for encourage other disciplines for do well, I think say Scrabble now one of the shining lights when it comes to value for money with respect to we performance them in international competitions. Because we are one of the disciplines in this country we actually they go out and bring laurels. Okay, so in 2024, where they host the All Africa Games, this is a competition that should have been held in 2023. So, but in 2024, they host them. Okay, so where they host them in 2024, they still get the name All Africa Games 2023. So, Scrabble will be the part of the disciplines away for be part of that sporting arrangements day. Okay, we get to invitation. We met with the National Sports Authority and the Ministry of Sport to say we don't get invitation for be part of these games. Okay? And then initially they gave us the confidence that don't worry, we will support you. As long as you form part of the teams that we invite for going to qualify, we will support you. So we banked on that we are going to get support from the state. And at the 11th hour, then come back to we and say, well, because of budget constraints, we are going to drop you. We will not go support you again because we get all the priority disciplines them where we go support. And they be really shake with preparations because we be prepare for go do very well at that competition. We don't get with qualifiers, we don't get certain players that we don't ready for go. So whether give that correspondence and tell us they not go support we again, we'll begin to make alternative arrangements. Then we'll put out a memo on the association say anybody who is able for taking himself to the championship, he can go and go represent the country. And most of the players not be getting financial muscle for do so. It was only 3 of us who say, okay, we go do it. Myself, the president of the association, and the late man now who is he has passed. His name is Ola Thomas. He's the chief whip of the organization. So himself say, okay, myself go form part of the team and we will go. Of course, we went to Ghana. We will not be the part of the Sierra Leone delegation. We go. They not encourage we for going near the delegation safe. Even for GUI accreditation, they did not. Where we go to the games village. Now we go first for accreditations for we safe. Because me, I've been to Ghana a number of times and I know the local organizing committee. So I began for go use the influence we get and then give accreditation for all be part of the competition. And we were part of the competition. Of all the disciplines we go. We were not the one that we government no support at all. And we are the only discipline we get a gold medal in the entire games. All the other disciplines, they did not even come close to qualifying. It was only one in athletics who got to the final of any event at all. All the other disciplines, nobody not come back home with a medal. Only Scrabble. So we believe, say, we don't put ourselves on a pedestal, outside where they can get attention and support from the government. Given that, we don't go, even without government support, we don't go carry with this gold medal here. And we don't put the country name on the map. We don't do very well in terms of a representative capacity as ambassadors for this country. We don't do very, very well. So we position say governments they can't take we seriously this time. And so we had engagement because after that competition we will not win the right for host the 2024 Africa Scrabble Championship. And we don't win that bid day. So we brought it to the National Sports Authority and the NSC. We did our proposal, attached the budget, and we forward them. And we get assurance from across the board, all sides. Say we they support this one because una don't prove say una they give value for money. Una na one parent disciplines that we serious, properly organized, and we una go out, una they count with laurels for the country. So we were assured that, of course, we will host we Africa Scrabble Championship without incident.
And even you see when I pull flyers out there for the African Championship, when
Yes.
I host for 2024, but it was rather unfortunate not come to existence. So what's in the main reason we mean nothing say make the competition not come to existence?
Two things. One thing led to the other. Two things. If you don't get to a point to say the Africa Scrabble body, we then call PANASA, the organizing committee, we don't come back to it. Follow we show who say we don't do in terms of preparations. How we don't prepare for host this tournament because then get for do assessment as to who say we don't reach with respect to we self can engage National Sports Authority. We tell them say there people are then dealing with next. Follow we show results as to who say we don't reach with respect to getting the all ready, the venue for the tournament, getting it ready. Showing prize money, showing that we can actually lodge and take care of the participants that will be coming from all over Africa and XYZ. So we kept engaging them. But they not ever at any point in time till we say we're not going to support now. Then they constantly give confidence. So that confidence they give in us. So we say we cascade the message to the international body and the public. Say of course we host the championship and there will be no concern. We engage with Bintumani because now Bintumani and Confidence Center who I use and XYZ and Bintumani be willing for work with we because we don't give them the assurance say we will get the support from government and when the money comes in we will pay for all these rooms and the space we will get for use and XYZ. At the 11th hour, the National Sports Authority to a meeting with the executive director. So we say, well, this on a support one at the sick, it seems for them in the balance. Because football gets some friendly match then, where they get for go play internationally, and now the focus of what we look at right now. So we are supposed to be in the balance. But we'll continue to engage them. But we get pressure constantly from the international body. And then as much as we don't win the bid, whether they supervise with the one for CCA, we go able for host a tournament where befitting the clouds of the how they call it, of the game. And if the CCA properly prepare because they give timeline for show certain deliverables. If you not properly prepare for meeting particular timeline and the strip you of your hosting right. And so we got to a point outside and make a determination, say, we'll not say we don't ready for host this tournament and we not for disgrace this organization. Not to because they say now in Africa, I mean say for the go host wishy-washy events. What they host to events them if for show class, if for show waiting. So because of that we are strict. So I started off by saying one thing led to the other. Because we not get the support from government, for put things in place for host the tournament, they strip away of the rights of hosting the tournament. So because of that, we felt so discouraged. People get how they respond to hurt, to disappointment. And as an organization, it may not be all go well for we. It's really set us back. Because we look and say if we host this continental showpiece in a saloon, if we host them, then definitely the public attention will be seek. Eventually we will get them because then go say this now association we able for host a whole continental championship and they are quite organized and responsible and because we not be able for host them, it was a major disappointment to us. And so most of our activities and plans will be get all just dwindle naturally and will not be able to do much. And I make people know they read so much about Scrabble now. And also the media itself be shown we small. Because even when they get to national championship, we'll not get media presence, we'll be the holding other small tournaments, we'll not be able to get media presence, we'll not get much reporting with respect to how the tournament turned out. And even up to date, I check online, I don't see any online article with respect to the 2024-25 national championship as is the case usually. So we can get to the championship there, we can get many reports, newspaper, television, and whosoever emerge as the champion and waiting how will be organized.
Now a very, very, very disappointing story for Una, but I believe say as an association we are not let down and still love the game and I want the game to continue. I make I believe so now still in existence, and even though the challenges them so far, I believe so now still work tirelessly for gas up back for that kind of speed. So now we don't get to see when I host the All African Championship game. That's going to more boost for make for Seabos now go establish some of the chapters that around the country for Scrabble they play all over the country. But notwithstanding, we still get the vice president of Sierra Leone's Scrabble Association. We do it in the studio. They can share the insights of what's on the face over the years with all the glory when they bring come to the country. Golden medal 2023 and also count another trophy 2024. But yet still no support from the government. And I believe so we get a body ready for regulate all sporting activity with a national sporting authority. I believe so this is a call for concern for Scrabble for CRBS themselves go fit into the system, because government gives support to sports, not for say for football or for cricket or for basketball. They give support for sports. So I believe say all sporting discipline where they represent the green, white and blue, not only for represent sake but count glory. I believe say these are people who need to make priority. So at 10 from now we go can join with the public relation officer for Mighty Blackpool Football Club as the Leo Premier League stage don't come to the climax, but we get the relegation dilemma where they go all around. So many fans of Mighty Blackpool Football Club still ask if we relegate or will they still maintain a Leo Premier League table after the last victory over Wilberforce Strikers at the SLFA playing ground. We'll go for a short commercial break. Where we come, we'll continue the program. Stay tuned, and you said when you watch the show, can you copy comments at the comment section through WhatsApp with the show on the screen or our Facebook page. I'm a CVSL. Any question we want to ask the Vice President. So I want to use this opportunity for officially congratulate you for you past glory 2024, where you happen to be the champions, in 2023, where you for represent the country and the out golden medal. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you very much.
So we come back and you continue the program.
Online. Are you having difficulty with your internet service? Worry no more. Online has got you covered. Heard about Shop Online? Here's the catch. Shop Online is an exciting platform to search for goods and services throughout Sierra Leone. At Shop Online, you can buy and sell cars, motorbikes, and vans. We've got a selection of over 100 cars. You can browse through the photographs and specifications of each one. Also, Online's fully managed IP MPLS private network offers your enterprise with a world-class fast and easy access internet with the possibility of connecting all of your sites to a single IP network, allowing data, voice, and video convergence. Our internet service provider, LimeZone, is a high-speed internet that lets you work easily and at a faster rate. Want to know more? Please call on the online sales team on 303 from any online number or +232 76 88 8885 or +232 30 88 8885 or email and find out more about the packages we offer and how we can help your business. Online, beyond online.
Introducing the Amaze TV app. Entertainment everywhere, anytime. Key features include unlimited live streaming, live TV, high quality streams, and on-demand content. It has a user-friendly interface, personalized recommendation, can be accessed anywhere, and more. Download the Amaze TV app from Google Play Store or App Store. Why wait? Download the Amaze TV app today for more content. You can also visit us at our website www.amazetvsl.live. Also catch up with us on all our social media platforms.
Welcome back to Amaze TV Sports Extra. In case you just joined me, this is Amaze TV Sports Extra. This is a special edition of Amaze TV Sports Extra with the regional Amaze Television and all the social media platform Amaze TV SL. And for this special edition, we now focus on football. And as I told you, get so many sporting disciplines all around the globe. We will look at, for this special edition, we will look at Scrabble. What did they do over the years? And what are the challenges so far with Scrabble on the face as I get the vice president of Scrabble with the head Nasir Leon, with Mr. Emmanuel, with the studio, with the tell me what are the past glories of Scrabble and what are the challenges on the face. As I said earlier, we get a sporting body in the country with the we oversee all sporting discipline at the county, we are the National Sporting Authority. But this sporting association don't be one of the most deprived sporting discipline at the county with all the national medals so they count for the country. Golden medal to be specific. But with all that, no support from the Ministry of Sports, the government, and also the National Sporting Authority as they don't share insight and also the glory so far. So now coming to you, welcome back because we just come back. And so now, looking at with all the disappointment with Scrabble on the face from the Ministry of Sport, the government, and also the National Sporting Authority, is there any move at hand with Scrabble want to take on?
All right, so I have to clarify that when it comes to support, there's what is called financial support and administrative support, okay? With respect to the context we discuss. So for administrative support, for example, you get for register with the National Sports Authority, you get for inform them of their activities, and so if we need certain documentations, then we'll provide them and stuff like that. So when it comes to administrative support, we can get them from time to time from the National Sports Authority and from the Ministry of Sports as the case may be. Okay, so if we need a note verbal, if we get international competition for gold, and then country that will need visas and stuff like that, and we need a note verbal, we can get some kind of support sending from the ministry, because these are things that you just write on a piece of paper and say, okay, you can now go and do it. For which we appreciate the ministry and the National Sports Authority. We only contention that we not can get financial support at all. And I believe say the approach will be equitable. Why equitable? I mean say then therefore try for assess the financial position of each sporting discipline at the country and see who side them going for help them financially. How then they get support from the world organizations and continental organizations, then you make a determination as to who side going for help them. I make this point because it is the case that football, when the priority sport, it is not a secret that football when the priority sport as alone. That they get tremendous support from FIFA. I have been part of the SLFA structure. I don't be in certain capacities, so I know that they get certain support from FIFA with respect to football development. Okay, so the regulators should know that football gets substantial sum from the world governing body, whereas other disciplines not to the case. So you have to put them on an equitable level in terms of financial support. Football, where they get that kind of enormous support from the world governing body in terms of financial support, you go look and say, okay, because now they get this level of support, we go support now this amount. Then how we know they get this kind of support, we go support them with this kind of amount, so that everybody go able to take care of the activities for the year, for a whole year. Even after we don't present a calendar of activities to the National Sports Authority for the consideration of the Ministry of Sports or Ministry of Finance, for a whole year, we will not go receive a single loan for support any of our activities. As it is right now, we prepare for go take part now another World Championship where they happen in Accra, because Africa not going to host World Championships, but this time they decide to say, okay, let Africa host the World Championship. Because now the European country, America and stuff like that, host the World Championship. The last World Championship we attended was in 2023, 2022, 2023. It was fully supported by the association. We own association and we support WeSafe for going at the World Championship, for going to represent Sierra Leone. We have to come from a point of view that we are ambassadors of this country. Every athlete, whether na football they play, whether na Scrabble they play, whether na athletics, whether na swimming, whether any discipline where they, where they go out to go represent the country, is an ambassador of that particular country.
Sure.
If they go for go show say, now this we country able for do. If they go for go represent the country and present a picture of the country where the world is supposed to accept. If you they abandon you national representatives, you know they provide any support for them. How them go for represent the country adequately? Now it make you find out say most of the times if we get athletes them where they go represent this country in international competitions, now them big European countries, then well to do one day America and where they go they know they come again. Then they go seek other opportunities because they have not been supported by the government. The only people where they get support we know of now football and then they get 100% support. If government give 20 billion newly owned support subvention to the Ministry of Sport, 98% of that money will go to football. And we get about 40-something sporting disciplines in the country. If you take 98% of the government subvention, you put them for football, what's in the rest of the 2% go do? And of course, they also get administrative costs, where they get for a factor inside that the expenditure day. So nothing trickles down to the other smaller disciplines. Like we know they get no financial support at all, where they give a significant constraint on their activities. This is part of the reasons why the public know they see much of we. The public know they see much of athletics. The public know go see much of swimming. They know go see much of volleyball, much of basketball, because these other sporting disciplines, they self-sponsor and they support themselves. One time we can get Soriat corporate institutions. I have to mention this. That we can get Soriat corporate institutions, we can support with projects them.
Okay.
So I remember we get African Championship who for go represent the country. After the government don't disappoint we begin for go to Sierra Leone Commercial Bank, we go to Rokel Commercial Bank. As a matter of fact, we have to tell Rokel Commercial Bank plenty thank you because almost always they can come through for you. They can say, okay, we have number one player, we now qualify as the best player, we go buy in flight tickets. Okay, so then corporate social responsibility, they make sure say they can give it us as a result of that. So our commercial bank can give small to okay, you can use this for do registration of the players for accommodation, you know. But we don't get this support from the government. And if you get you ambassadors that go represent you in another country, they get for daily for a number of days. They have to feed. They have to have somewhere to sleep. They get for relax a little bit. So you have to give them DSCs. There has never been a time in this country where you say a government minister they go represent this country a conference, now international country or any other side where you know we're getting full package where they go. It does not happen. So these things will trickle out. They're not for look and say because they are an athlete them. There is a perception that most athletes in this country they are less educated. They're not form part of the elite. So we not for pay attention to them. They can grumble as much as they want. Will they see? These are speak now generally for all sporting disciplines. We go see the female under 17, male under 17, and we go play. When they begin complain, hey, we monitor till they not pay weight. Why should that be the case?
Then you go surprise again, where you emphasize on sports and one of the most sponsored sporting activity in the country, we football to be specific. We don't see we females and we the Sarah Queens where they go represent Salona Mauritian. They go out after 25 years, say you knock out any something like international trophy. But you'll be surprised and say up to now, then girls them yet to be paid. And also the under 17 boys so them go represent the country. Couple of months back, yet to be paid, and then prepare gears up for another tournament again, the under 17, and also the girls them.
So it boils down to the point that I am making. We neglect the talents of this country. Then people there, now then they go out for go showcase Sierra Leone. And then they do it with their heart. They do it with the highest level of determination. But the motivation, the financial incentive way for accrue to them, way for use for benefit, for come back home to their family and say, I don't go represent my country. Now these are benefits where I come. Or the staff there of Dandy. You know they happen na the executive, you know go happen na the legislative, you know go happen na the side and they because where they go, they make sure so they don't get them in package, they go and they come. How we go get somebody we don't go represent this country, they don't go come with laurel, like what you mentioned the Sierra Queens. The Sierra Queens. Something not happen for a very long time. Then go and come. Don't they complain now say with the money where they're supposed to pay with, they not pay with them. I can follow on social media where people can complain, say, hey, SLF, are not paying them, people have the money, and thief the money. People don't understand the issues. People don't understand. Also, SLF
and also that particular tournament it was fully sponsored by SLFE. They not receive any support from the Ministry of Sport,
so,
from NSA, from any
organization. The point is at the CAMIC. Not to SLF the responsibility for take care of any national engagement. So if the national under 17 they go play, if the national team they go play, now the National Sports Authority and the Ministry of Sport, now therefore responsible for coaching salary, player bonuses, all of these ones. So let the public know, saying that this is not the situation. Some of these things should not be swept under the carpet. For they left people guessing, such that they will begin cast aspersions on the wrong people. The National Sports Authority now the responsibility for make sure the player bonuses is paid, the player salary is paid, the coach salary is paid. Anybody who comes to the public with respect to the fact that the Sarah Queens has not been paid should ask the National Sports Authority. Why have they not been paid? Not the SLFA. The SLF get their own financial obligations where they don't meet. The National Sports Authority gets their own financial obligations they're supposed to meet. Where they don't meet them, the aspersion should be cast on them. So we see this issue. Imagine this is football where now the number one priority sports at the country. Now they can face some of the difficulties there. Just imagine the position where we did. Imagine the position where we did. We consider we say now one of the small sporting disciplines. It will interest you for no say some of the budgets that they present. Some of the budgets that they present for international competition there. It not even reach $10,000 or $15,000. Whereas football will get a budget of $3 million. It will not be a problem. But that with $10,000 or $15,000 for buy tickets for players and for make sure they are properly housed with respect to accommodation, they know they ever support you in that respect. So, for example, this World Championship where we can play qualifiers for Goso now, we don't begin crack with brain, also we go for pull the money, for go for this competition, for go represent Sierra Leone. Because when we go, not only we individual ourselves to go represent. As a matter of fact, if you go, you win a medal, you yourself go share in the glory. Sure. But the name Sierra Leone get for the day. For example, in 2024, when I won the gold medal in the All Africa Games, the first people that were posted on the social media and on the National Sports Authority. These are the same people who did not give me a single dime for go participate in this competition. They told us categorically that we are not going to support you. Don't way by the grace of God, I don't go win the gold medal. And the first people that we post on the social media and do. Sir Leon win the first gold medal. Why do you want to take the praise and the glory for something you did not contribute to? We are a group of individuals who don't try for push Scrabble developments go small at this country. Tell them to a point to how they get international laurels. People who not contribute should not take the glory. Now that position there we there now. Now we even the scared self say no can go to the National Sports Authority for support because we know so they're not going to forgive. It's a waste of our time. We should just go to the corporate institutions that we usually don't support with. We go back there and say, we don't get World Championship back for goal. When I know say we can go with the count laurels for the country. And no ourselves na part of our responsibility for supporting ventures then where the count's good name.
Now for somebody to watch out there we na a corporate social worker away, one for coming to Scrabble, one for supporting Scrabble. How do you get onto now?
Scrabble is quite open. We not get stringent conditionalities for lay people and can be a part if you want to be a member. Of course, we know say most people who don't have bank they play Scrabble because years ago they can play Scrabble tournaments and then banks we can go be the adjudicators, we can go be the referees them for them. So we know that they play Scrabble in a bank. The national body is quite open. Everybody can be a member of the National Scrabble Association. Previously, we secretariat then at Victoria Park, but we don't move now. Number 5 Lombard Street is secretariat day. So anybody who wants for know about Scrabble can go to number 5 Lombard Street. Of course, you can check we out on the social media handles. Na Facebook, you can see the National Scrabble Association. You can just drop a message there, so you want to be a member. Then we will show you the nearest club, Scrabble club, where you go join. They call it Scrabble club because they form part of a structure. Na Scrabble school, was they train people who play Scrabble, and from that school, and then we can draw out players. Then we can get at the national level for go represent the country. So you can go join one of them clubs, and we get clubs there across Freetown, we get clubs in Abo, we get clubs in McKinney. So Anytime you didn't the country, you just need for make we know through social media handle, so you can count number 5 Lombard Street. Then it's quite easy for you to be a member of the association.
So finally, as time done debate, what think will be final word of message to Sierra Leoneans, to Ministry of Sports, to the government, and also to NSA?
All right, so now we prepare for go na the World Scrabble Championship. Like I don't talk before, we quite we not even know from who side we will get support this time around. So we ask the National Sports Authority and the Ministry of Sport for them consider we, because we not want a situation again who side we go God help me again we carry laurels, then of course then one for can share in the glory. We say for no go agree. We will not go agree this time around, because if you want to share in the glory, you have to contribute, and we don't prove over time. So we now a sporting discipline where they give value for money. We know how to prepare we players them for let them go carry with loyal for the country, and we have exhibited that. We have not wasted the support of the government. You know why I say the support of the government? We have to recognize that they can support we administratively, administratively, so they can give you the documentation for notes verbal, which we appreciate absolutely. Okay, but we also want financial support, because we get certain projects them. Taking the game to school project is a perpetual project for the National Scrabble Association. This is something we want to do all the time, because we want for the Scrabble reach the 4 corners of this country. We cannot do it by ourselves as individuals. As much as we meet private institutions for support the project, we want for the government take the lead. Why government for take the lead? It is quite easy to see. The nexus is quite clear. The focus of the government is free quality education. Not so? Yes, sir. And that's the focus of the government. And we on sports and mind sports, when they deal with education, you have to be somebody who is smart. You have to be somebody who lack education for the day part of Scrabble, because they enhance your vocabulary base and they improve your strategic thinking. So if we want to pass them skills here to the next generation, governments should be seen to take the lead. Because government, the flagship program, now free quality education. They want for the quality they part the education. If we mainstream Scrabble, assure government say quality go form part of the education.
That's not the voice of the Vice President for National Scrabble Association, Sierra Leone, say Scrabble will be one of the key sponsors for the free quality education, because Scrabble is a mind game and they go with education. So this is the message to the government, to the National Sporting Authority, and also to the Ministry of Sports and other organizations. They support other sporting disciplines. Scrabble and other sporting disciplines, again, we need sponsor, and also we not only represent Salon for represent sake, but they count medal in the country we be proud of, and we want to congratulate them for the previous work we don't do, and also for the upcoming tournament where they gears for. And also I want to tell you see the female patriot for Sierra Leone Cricket Association. They set for the part Lungate tomorrow. We go for the ICC World Cup qualifiers. First in the EC for Sierra Leone's cricket for the reach this particular stage. The ladies patriot depart Sierra Leone tomorrow for the ICC World Cup qualifiers. They go for happen at Namibia against 8 other African countries. We wish them all the best as they depart Sierra Leone. This, and so we come to the end for this special edition of Amaze TV Sport Extra. We will bring the program come to Unu. Mina Francis Mohammed Brima, and I've been get the Vice President of National Scrabble Association. We can tell you about the challenges we don't face over the years, and also the success we don't meet out of the country. Plenty taking me to my executive producer, and also to the production manager for Amaze TVSL, and also the chief executive officer for make this program come to life. We also we say tata till next week.